My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Against the Storm, where I am vexed. I'm vexed because we have the decision between the watchtower here, which would require us setting up in the marshlands. We would end up with modifiers of watchtower, increasing hostility, or rather, sorry, discovering glades doesn't increase hostility. Finally, an excellent reason to open every single one of the small glades. I'm interested. I'm largely interested because it also serves as another source of food stockpiles, and I really just need to build those up more at the moment so that I can continue upgrading the mainline paths here in the smoldering city. Like, yes, we are going to need the other resources eventually, but we are always going to need food stockpile, and food stockpile is really what's holding us back at the moment. Otherwise, we'd be able to get this, and this, and this, this, so on and so forth. However, it contests this possibility: the Cursed Royal Woodland. In the Cursed Royal Woodland, we would have access to a Restless Spirits biome effect. This land has seen a lot of bloodshed since the Great Civil War. Restless spirits can be found in the forest, and the forest has reshaped itself. It's impossible to recognize the dangers of the glades, which are all now of even size. I want to go there because it's kind of novel to me. I want to go here because I think I unlock more ability, more like power initially by doing so. I'm going to take the marshlands here. I want you to know the other one was in fair competition, and it may easily be somewhere I end up positioning one of my settlements. At the moment, this does have the ability to trade with Silum, which is nearby. This town? Oh. How do you make that? Willowshire. You know what? It doesn't have to have dropped the W. Willowshire. That works perfectly. We do have the natural resources here of meat and insects and eggs, so I already know that I do care a lot about getting a trapper's camp. There's a small amount of fertile soil, unfortunately. Gathering speeds increased by 10 for every 2 workers assigned to camps, and there's also the Forbidden Glades giving us giant nodes. I think I'm just going to try and focus my way into a Forbidden Glade really early on. If I take these simple tools, I might even be able to do it, like directly. I'm too tempted by the possibility of that. Let's take some... Actually, let's take some clay rather than stone here in case I want to use it to make pottery. Looks like I could get a whole mess of vegetables for a single one right now. Sure. Let's extend our foodstuffs for a little bit here. Also, having more diverse resources and foodstuffs will probably give us the ability to solve more events. I mean, it will give us the ability to solve more events. It's just whether or not that will actually come into contention. Yet to be seen. Alright. Forest Mysteries. The salty air makes it easier to preserve food. Food production speed is increased by 80% during the drizzle season. That's fine. This wouldn't really be extremely helpful for farming, I don't believe. What do you do in drizzle for farming? I think that's planting. But you always have enough time to plant all of the crops, so I don't think this would really affect farming that much. But it will affect manufacturing of secondary products from the foodstuffs that we already have. So, you know, jerky and then skewers, etc. Looming darkness for -4 resolve for every hostility level. Aura of fear. During the storm, all species resolve drops 100% faster after hostility 2. Hostility 2 as well. Woodcutters will cut down trees 50% faster, but they have a 100% chance of destroying their yield. The rain is causing the trees to rot and fall apart. And then there's the absorption. Blight rot cysts consume the storm's energy and become more resilient. Burning cysts takes 5 seconds longer. And finally, devastating storms. The rampaging storm stifles the spirit of all living creatures. -20 to global resolve. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not letting it get up that high at all, ever. All right, let's get stuck into this. First off, we got a little bit of scaffolding to do here. Thank you muchly. Dangerous glade immediately off to the left. Off to the right. One up to the top left as well. Top right. Where's our forbidden? Okay, forbidden's very far. Where's our nearest forbidden? Honestly, the nearest forbidden is probably down through these. Over to the left. Actually, are there only 2 forbiddens on the entire map? 3? 3 forbiddens on the entire map? Actually, this one up here is the closest, by far. Think of you only need to cut through 1 tree clearing here, and then 1 more over on the other side. You know, it does deeply appeal to me. I think I'm gonna do it. I already have 12 simple tools, as well as some coal. So I'm gonna turn off coal burning, just in case it's used for this event. And I'm also going to... Oh my god! Weaver, kiln, and lumber mill. I'm being offered non-base production of every one of the main resources I care about. So that's planks, fabric, bricks. But also, the kiln gives you coal, which is incredible for solving a bunch of different events as well. Scrolls are also good for solving events from the lumber mill. Interesting, interesting. How's my access to... How's my access to resin on this map? Because I'm gonna need pigment or wine to put on a scroll. It's probably bad, right? I know I had to wait. There we go. No, it's not in the trees at all. Okay, that could be a little bit of a downside. Hang on. Let's get some woodcutters camps down, working on the area we'd foretold. And I will also prioritize those slightly higher than the path. And I'm gonna tell you, always avoid glades, except for when I mark them, and also I mark this glade. We're going all in instantly. So my main lean right now is the lumber mill, and the reason for that is because the lumber mill is easy to produce. It only costs 2 bricks and 2 fabric. Do we already have the ability to fund that, in fact? I mean, we are going to want to make a crude workstation at some point, so I'll just get that down. Yeah, we don't have the ability to make any fabric just yet, unfortunately, but we do have enough clay to make bricks. And then as soon as we have the lumber mill out, with beavers, I can just get a ridiculous amount of planks really quickly, and I can use those to make a bunch of beaver houses. So I can take care of everyone's housing needs, as well as their specific housing needs, really early on. That'll be a lot of resolve locked up for us. So that should help us out, just in case one of these events is really, really cruel as well. So now we only have 1 free builder. Yeah, and they're taking a bit of time off as well. They're not even going to start working on the crude workstation just... Oh, there they go. Oh, wow. Reinforced axes. Woodcutting's a lot easier. Woodcutting camp production is 40% faster. Or we could get +2 to stone production. I actually do like +2 to stone production. In particular, it deeply appeals because it makes it feel like I could actually put down stone roads everywhere, but also the natural resources in this environment. The natural resources in this environment do include copper. So we could theoretically get reinforced roads if we just set up some mines. I'm very excited about the future of this run. Let's get one of you staffed in here, immediately making the 2 bricks that are requisite. So then, other than that, I'm also going to need plant fiber, leather, or reed. We do get leather while we're cutting down the trees, if I recall correctly. Only a 5% chance of it, though. So I'm going to have to wait for just a touch more leather. Completing glade events is probably going to be better than planting crops, especially considering there's not that much tillable soil on this map. 15 copper ore traded in for 15 coal. Coal is easy for me to get, but copper bar production being up as well as some simple tools, that's quite appealing. The alternative being packs of provisions and packs of crops just for some newcomers. I do like newcomers as well, but I will take the we'll take this option. Also, complete any 2 dangerous or forbidden glade events. This is also going to give us +1 to copper ore production. So we are kind of running a very kind of mechanical facility here. Let's take the reinforced axes. Actually, hang on. If we are running a very mechanical facility, do I want more stone as a priority? Because this one I can't afford to wait on. I want to take the... Well, can I afford to... I can afford to wait on this until I take down 1 more tree. Sure. Okay. This is fine. We can solve this with the coal. We could have also solved it with simple tools. We could have solved it pretty soon with planks. So I feel pretty comfortable having broken in here. We've got an apothecary, so this locks up our ability to create cosmetics, incense, and biscuits. There's also giant root deposits up here in the background. Ooh, well, a little bit of coal and a little bit of copper. You know what? Actually, coal's presence on this map from those immediately tells me I don't need to take the kiln. Which then tells me that the lumber mill is definitely our highest priority. Luxury and cleanliness. It's worth noting the market, if we did take it, would still give us global carrying capacity increased by 10%. And we only have to staff it with 2 people in order... 1 people, actually, in order to get that effect. It's a bit steep at 20 planks, but... Again, planks are going to be the easiest thing for us to make at the moment. I honestly think that the market is going to be incredible. A little bit of a possible entry here in Scribe, in that Scribe is really powerful when you have the beavers, because the beavers like to be educated and they like to drink ale. I could vibe with these beavers. So having 3-star scroll production, 2-star ale, and 1 simple tool definitely has an appeal as well. I'm going to take the market, actually. Very early luxury for me, but I think it's going to be worth it with the market carts for the global carrying capacity being up by 10. There's Ranch, Bakery, Plantation, and Forester's Hut. So Forester's Hut is interesting here. It creates resin and crystallized dew using nearby farm fields. If I had any nearby farm fields, I think I would feel comfortable already taking that. But I also don't have any production for vegetables. No, I just have a bunch of those on hand. I don't have any production for the resources that the ranch would ultimately be utilizing, the reed, the grain, the plant fiber. Most of that would end up coming from farming, typically. I'm going to hold off on this blueprint. I don't need to take it just yet. Here, though, steel versus silence. I think I'm just going to take the faster axes. It's going to get us a bunch of other resources as well. It's going to get us the extra leather. It's going to get us the extra mushrooms. Those are worth it. Okay. I'll tell you, you are using leather when you are going to be making fabric. I can pretty much guarantee that right now. Also, I don't have anyone free to solve the Totem of Denial at the moment. But the only negative that I'm going to be achieving while doing it is a block of my ability to sacrifice goods in the half. So this isn't really difficult for me to do now or later. Honestly, I could do it in the storm if I really wanted to. I will take this for the global resolve bonus. I always like taking these for the global resolve bonus when that's available. You know, I don't need to solve it right now. I'll wait until my newcomers come to actually do that event. Come on, newcomers. Let's finish this drizzle. Okay, I also want to make sure that just that whole area is open so that I have the ability to easily place down a mine. Let's also have a look at where a hearth would go. So if I were to put a hearth, it would, honestly, it would actually nestle quite effectively right there. That has an appeal. That has an appeal. Actually, you know what? That has enough appeal that I am going to move this up here. I'm going to tell you, cut down all of those trees. Just those ones. Hell yeah. I really like second early hearth strategies as well. I mean, I'm gonna like all of this a lot better once I actually... Wait, did I make the fabric? No, I've just got 4 leather already sitting in there. Please deliver me some leather. Anyone? No leather? 2 leather. Okay. Everything's coming online. 6 leather goes in, 2 fabric comes out. And then 2 fabric and 2 planks go in, 1 lumber mill comes out. Also keeping an eye on the events. Yeah, we're still able to complete you within due time. Wait, I still haven't got newcomers. I thought that would have already happened by now. Uh-oh. Okay, that was delivery, and now you probably idle, right? Delivery. Yep, you're idling. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take 2 of you out of your work there. So I guess I'm putting 1 of you back. Oh no, I needed 1 free builder so that it would actually make the sawmill. 1 sec. And then you'll convert. Because they also have to spend some time carting over the goods. So I need to make sure they actually get a hop on it, because it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds for them to actually complete it, and they're only going to start working with, you know, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. So let's set up plank production to be 25 maximum. Also, I keep forgetting to do this. I want to set these production limits out here. 25 for the plank, 25 for the brick, 25 for fabric as well. 10 for building materials. I really wish I could just tab between all of these so I didn't have to individually click. Small thing to ask, I know. Scrolls, 50. I'm happy with that. Cool. Do I plan to operate with any of these resources? Mushrooms, vegetables, egg. I mean, if I went to the ranch, I could use 5 vegetables to make 10 meat. Right, so I'm effectively just doubling my food that way. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, let's move these woodcutters camps to actually just efficiently collect wood now. Why am I saddened by this idea? Is it because I have no upkeep for vegetables? What about plant fiber, reed, or grain? Are those in the environment consistently? Grain is. That's it. Grain is in the environment occasionally. A forager's hut collects vegetables, grain, and a third thing that I've forgotten, but I don't think it's represented in our current natural resources there. Yeah, the ranch is non-renewable. It would just be a way to double the vegetables I have at the moment, effectively. It's very expensive at 1 blueprint for me to be able to do that. Again, bakery is going to be asking for wheat, which itself is going to... Sorry, the flour, which is itself going to be asking for things that I cannot make. Well, actually, I can make the flour out of roots, right? And there's a lot of roots in the environment. So if I made flour out of roots and then put roots or berries into the biscuits, I still don't think I need to choose there. Because none of the things I choose there are actually going to benefit me in any way for a long while yet. Okay, now, small earth. This is going to cost us 5 planks, 5 bricks. And the planks are going to be made very effectively already, but the bricks are going to have to set you to maximum make 5 in this facility. This is setting custom lower limit in this facility because I don't want it to go to the global limit. I don't want it to try and make 25 because it's so inefficient at making bricks. I really wish I had a couple more workers at the moment though. Where are my newcomers? Do they only come at the end of Storm in year 1? They do. That's correct. That is correct. I knew that, and I should have remembered that, and I should have known that the whole time. Whoopsie doopsie doo. Good. Wraparound path there. I mean, you know, I've got to ultimately set up for a warehouse here too. I almost want to put the warehouse here. Yeah, it's going to be slightly closer to some of the goods that we're going to collect, especially because I'm going to want to put, like, 2 scavengers camps right there just so that I can start working on the root deposits. I've been pausing so much that it hasn't even been 2 minutes in real game time since I started the Totem of Denial. Oops. That might be why I feel like I haven't had any newcomers actually come visit my village just yet. They haven't yet had time. Come on, I sent out some flyers. I told everyone I was having a sick party at my house. And no one's coming through. Okay, there's a converted Totem of Denial for our opening area. Ancient Hearth as well. Now that we have... I mean, we should have more planks. Ooh, so it looks like we have humans and lizards, so no harpies to worry about here, thankfully. We can get some plant fiber and some leather, little helpful in making the little bit of fabric I still need at this point. Sure. We also have the possibility of going for improvised tools. Woodcutters are tasked with making makeshift tools. Discovering a glade grants 5 simple tools, but at a cost of 5 to the woodcutter's resolve. I don't have the ability to make simple tools yet. I'm doing that. I can already house them. I can just balance out that negative resolve they're otherwise getting there. Every glade I break into makes me more powerful. And soon I will take over the whole world. For the moment, I'm just gonna start cutting some stuff down, you know, make it... Keep it well contained. There we go. Our plank production is starting to go up to a respectable degree. Let's get some beaver houses down. I mean, if I could complete any of my quests for a newcomer right now, I would do it. We get a couple of newcomers for completing another glade event at this point. I think actually resolving this apothecary would count as that. I have to give you 4 bricks and 4 planks. That's kind of tight for me to pay at the moment, unfortunately. Let's make some fabric and some bricks though. While we have the time, also choose some additional orders. A blight post? I I mean, I will have the wood to be able to fund it, so honestly, we'll take it for exactly that reason. Also, it has 5 parts, so that's more gatherers that I can have at any one time, which is gonna matter to me eventually. Packs of provision, 8 of those when we get the lizard clan support as well as a group of lizards. More than happy with that. Doesn't seem too wild an investment to ask of me. Good work on them planks. It's working out well. Let's throw down... Ooh, actually, let's just completely plug this into the ground. The main warehouse is pumping all of its resources that we deposit directly into the ground so that they may be transported via underground pipes to where they were originally harvested, so the endless cycle may continue anew. Hell yeah. I mean, sure, the small hearth is not going up as fast as I would like. Our brick production is not great. Heck, it looks like we've run basically out of all of the resources for it as well. Oops. Ooh, we do get clay and coal product. Wow, actually, we get stone from the coal and we get clay from the copper. I need a mine down, like, yesterday. Ugh, it's asking for... Yeah, it's asking for bricks itself, which is also a little difficult for me to provide right now. Sure, I could use 2 more builders at the moment. One of you works in the small hearth. I mean, just as soon as this beaver house even wants to complete its production, we will then have +2 global resolve from one of our locations. I don't even have the 16 people required to have +2 from the second location yet. But I will be working towards it. Never you mind that. Okay, if I open this small glade over to the left first, I'll get 5 global, sorry, not 5 global, I get -5 resolve for the woodcutters, but I do get 5 simple tools, and then if I cut into the forbidden glade, I get another 5 simple tools, which should take me up to 22. I've never seen an event ask for more than 20. So I think I will be able to solve the forbidden glade, even if I have to use tools, which is the worst case scenario. Usually we have something else more efficient that we can use instead. Fill out the woodcutter's camp over there. Oh, hang on. No, I need to take one of you off that job because you're halfway through making the beaver's house that I really needed there. Neat. Okay, maybe I shouldn't use a storm to actually cut into that area. So yeah, avoid glades except unmarked. Just continue opening this area up, please. You can face upwards. You can face in the divot. There we go. Okay, our fabric production's garbage. So it's brick production. We've got 3 bricks at the moment, which is 1 short of being able to make a mine. I think I will actually elect to start exploiting this stone deposit. Also has a chance to give us roots and insects, thankfully, 20% each. Oh, these haven't even been built back up here. Yeah, so we're not even getting the +2 global resolve yet. Ugh. I feel like I have a plan. I really do. Because as soon as we go into the forbidden glade and start working one of the events there, we can problem solve it, completing 1 mission. We tick-tock, we complete another mission instantly. We might just get a bunch of copper ore to complete metal veins. Might even get a bunch of packs of provision, who knows? But also, it'll be a really big boost for us, whatever it is in there. It's gonna have a Leviathan, maybe. Although I can't, unfortunately, really harvest the Leviathan at the moment. What with all the trapper camp I don't have. Tanning racks. +2 to leather production. We don't have that. We do have that! We get leather from the trees! And that's exactly what I'm actually having difficulty with. I need it. I need the tanning racks. That is great. Anytime I produce leather from the trees, I just produce 2 more leather. Thank you. And... people? All of them are people, admittedly. Humans? Should I take humans? Should I take human people? Lizard people? Beaver people? Yes. The answer is yes, because it gives me the ability to actually craft something out of the plant fiber I already have access to. Okay, they start doing some work over there. Also, we are... Yeah, we're in drizzle now, so... Please clear into it. I don't really have food taken care of. I'm kind of just coasting on the mushrooms that I'm taking out of the trees at the moment. I'd really like if I could use those to make a secondary tier resource of anything. Can't use them in the ranch. I mean, I can use them to make a... not pie. Not even biscuits. I'm actually very tempted to re-roll here for the first, so I'm gonna do it. Cookhouse, scribe, cellar. So I did get the marketplace. The cellar would give us the ability to make wine, which is good for luxury at the market. And the pickled goods and jerky are also pretty fine for all the people that I'm working with at the moment. Also worth noting, I can pickle mushrooms. So I would only have to be able to create water skin, pottery, or barrels in order to support pickled goods. I'm gonna take the cellar here. Let's have a look. Do I have the ability to make any of those kinds of things just yet? That's no. That would be a no. At the moment, at least. Ancient proto-wheat. I still don't have a forager's camp. Ah! I really wanted one for this, though. It's got reed and herbs and oil and amber. It's got 1,003 charges. There's also a wildfire going off in here. Wildfire spirit will wreak havoc on the settlement if it's not contained. It will cause all spontaneous combustion in the facility, so destroys all stored fuel. And while we're working it, fuel in the settlement's warehouse is disappearing at a rate of 4 items every 15 seconds while it's being worked on. It can give us steel shovels for +2 to copper ore production. This is a really, really good thing to actually solve before we start working that mine. And yeah, I'm gonna have to use simple tools here, but that is why I made sure that I had access to them. Let's take out that wildfire. Also, there's a clothier here. So clothier is the best production for coats. Absolutely gonna take that. Not good fabric production, unfortunately, though. We have no good fabric production. I mean, I'm about to get a bunch of bricks at the same time. Yeah, because now I actually have some stone. This event is finished in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That is going to be after the drizzle. Excuse me. Our food production's still upkeeping for us, but that's largely based off the fact that we just make a bunch of mushrooms. Wood glaze except marked. Honestly, just start freeing the hearth up here that we've created. More than happy with that being your entire priority. +2 to fabric production from this crate here. We also get 5 artifacts. Very easy way to persuade me. Thankfully, this Glade event, as soon as it completes, is going to take 2 of the impatience away that is starting to rack up and starting to concern me a little bit. Just a wee bit. Just a wee whimper of a concern, you see. Cut through to 5 more Glades in order to get 3 Global Resolve. I do like that. Scrolls, 40, Ale, 40, and a Forum in which to serve each, Leisure and Education, in order to get +1 to the production of each of them, as well as bigger vials for pigment production. I'm going to be taking the one that I'm actually going to do. And open caches of any size in the forest. 3 of those get opened, and I can assign Glade workers 5 more items. Nice. Speaking of assigning Glade workers 5 more items, I got this market ages ago I was supposed to put down, but I haven't been able to put it down because I haven't been able to make any gosh dang fabric. Have I got any money? Yo, do I have money? I do not have money. If I could get some money, then I could start actually fixing some of the problems I've got here. 12 simple tools. That's the ability to get 20 fabric at the same time. As well as 40 vegetables and 25 scrolls. Honestly, especially because this is now completing one of the open caches triggers for us, I think we open this and we open it for the fabric. We use the fabric in order to get the market complete. There you go. Actually, hang on, because wait. Should the market go there? Because the mine has to sit here. No, that's fine. In fact, it's actually ideal. Okay, and the market is whatever priority it needs to be. That's fine. It's gonna tell the woodworkers that they need to make more planks, though. As soon as this event finishes, we'll have the people to actually redirect towards the tasks they're going to need to complete there. Actually, did I almost... Yeah, I've almost taken out all of the stone in this area as well. That's going to free up a lot of workers for us. Hell yes. Okay, so immediately we get the +2 perk and a +1 perk here, so our copper ore production is ridiculous. Then we also get the 2 complete Glade events, giving us another 6 simple tools, 10 planks, which is actually really handy at this point, and 3 villages, thankfully, which is so damn handy. Good gosh. 2 more blueprints for me as well. Rain mill for the ability to make flour consistently out of the mushrooms. Actually, I can use mushrooms to make flour. I can't believe I forgot about that. Forager's camp. Never mind. I'm taking the Forager's camp. Obviously there. The guild house is the ability to provide luxury I can already provide. Biscuits and pie. I do like making biscuits and pie, and I would only need the flour mill after this in order to be able to actually use it. So let's take that there, but Forager's camp. The one of our highest priorities at this point must be to get multiple Forager's camps working on the ancient proto-wheat at all times. Until it is completed. I'm so comfortable with that. I know that to be what we need to do, ideally. First and foremost. Okay. Let's lose the second stonecutter's camp as soon as we can. There we go. Cellar. Waterskin, pottery, and barrels. Right, that's still a concern for me. Waterskin, pottery, or barrels. I have pottery production now via the bakery. Although it's going to ask for clay, so I'm going to need to have to make mine as my first priority. It's basically equidistant between the main storage and the other storage. Especially considering, like, roads. So I don't think I have to worry too much about the placement for this mine. Yeah, I need to make more bricks. I could have sworn that was already under control. Evidently not. Now, the foragers camp I am going to want to stack with human, wherever possible. I only have one human. Okay. Well, you're getting a couple lizards in there as well. Got those. Now that I have more coal than I require, I'm going to tell you to burn coal because it's more efficient as a burning material here. Now, what about the where was the ah, there it is. I was trying to figure out where the fabric was that I knew I had access to at some point. I just didn't know exactly where. Okay, this is good. Now that these are kind of like bare up in this area, I'm gonna move this woodcutter's camp down in order to kind of start expanding the second half zone. I can house 8 villagers here. That's not impossible. Let's do it. So, beaver, lizard, and then I also need 1 human house. Gosh, this is very demanding. And all of this is in service of pretty significant gains in terms of resolve. Yeah, okay. It's in service of something worthwhile. It took me a little while to realize it, I guess. I cannot wait to see all of the resources that we're just getting consistently from this. The reed, the herbs, the grain itself. By the way, now that we have ridiculous grain production, suddenly all of the things I was looking at previously and assuming to be one way are a different way. Like, I can use grain production to support, where are we? Well, I guess I just have no access to anything that does it at the moment. Yeah, grain production in order to support leather production via the ranch, or ale production, which I also apparently don't have any access to at the moment, which surprises. For every 5 villages with the need for brawling fulfilled, there's not that many who have that need. Global production's 50% faster, but trading's unavailable. I'm currently not actually trading at all. I do not have a trader's post even. What if I just took 50% global production and didn't do that then instead? You know what? I believe. Deserted caravans. No trading for me. I'm no trader. Okay, I would like more non-BVS because humans are quite good at working foragers camps. BVS, you go there. Also throw one of you in the lumber mill at the moment. I'm not sacrificing goods, so I'm actually gonna get a lizard in the ancient hearth as well there. Cool. This only leaves 3 free builders, but I do need them at the moment. We've got a lot of work to make. I mean, this mine is coming up as well, finally. Thank heck. This is going to be a really, really good employment zone for a lot of the beavers. How many woodcutters camps I got up at the moment? Like, where are all my beavers? There's 3 of you in the woodcutters camp, 1 of you in the mine, 3 in the woodcutters camp, 2 in the crude workstation, making the bricks that are currently powering basically our entire life. I need better brick production from some other facility soon. Market! Let's start you with 1 person. Now I have +10 to global carrying capacity. I wish I had that online earlier. It would have really saved us a lot of trips. But I'm very glad to have it online now, where it will really save us a lot of trips. Okay, the 2 of you can get out of there. and in fact jump into the mine. Honestly, I might even go for an early upgrade on the mine if I can get you to also help out making some more planks right now. Let's tell them that 50 is actually a good amount of planks because they are beavers doubling their yield in a lumber mill that they are specialized in, and it is the best plank production available. Why wouldn't I? So once they do that, I will have a bunch of excess planks for upgrading the mine, noting that this is, again, quite close to 2 different areas. That is to say, 2 different workshops that it actually drops its materials off at. I'm not going to get the automated mine cart. And also, this is just flavor text. Thank you, by the way, to the person who told me that this is just flavor text at the very end. If we don't build supports, the deposits will be destroyed. The idea is just, it gives you more, but it doesn't give you the benefit of plus 50% production speed or a helper transportation. Okay. I mean, this is a road that I know I can build, right? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Drizzle's coming up in 28 seconds. Is there any reason for me not to just clear into some glades right now? I mean, they're a bit dangerous. I don't have many simple tools on me. No, neither of those are good enough reasons. Clear in. Ooh, metal veins finally unlocked. We get +1 for copper bar production, as well as 15 more coal and 6 more simple tools. We also get another blueprint. There's the ranch, but it's up against the trappers camp, unfortunately. I need the trappers camp. Also, the ranch is going to transmute materials into into meat, whereas the trappers camp is going to transmute the environment into meat. I think I'll go with the environment into meat. So there's the first one down. I don't have many lizards to work those at the moment, so I shouldn't make too many at the moment, I think. Okay, all woodcutters and gatherers get -16 penalty to resolve while I'm working on the event. All woodcutters and all gatherers. Oof. We can get archaeological tools from this, though. Gain 20 pottery every time you discover a new glade, as well as 35 pottery. So gaining 35 pottery as well as 20 pottery every time I discover a new glade would then fund my ability to actually make pickled goods, finally. I mean, I could even make wine out of the exact same stuff. It takes 3 times as many mushrooms to make pickled goods as it does to make wine, but only 1 more pottery. This is just a truism. People have passed this down from generation to generation. This is cliched. I should not have repeated it. I bet that you will have heard that statement at least 15 times today before listening to this video. I appreciate your patience as I made my way through that just expected sentence, frankly. The open vault here is offering to kill 20 fields, or sorry, every living being within 20 fields if we do not work it, though. I mean, I think I do need to send people there and start working. They aren't going to clear it before the next storm occurs. I don't have any sea marrow to sacrifice in order to increase their speed at it. I'm a little bit threatened by that. Choose an order up next. 2 hubs at neighborhood level. More than happy to do that. That's one of my priorities already myself internally as well anyway, buddy. Okay, can anyone else be optimized out of their current location somewhere else? Doesn't look like it at the moment. I've got 17 simple tools. I can open a cache for 16 of them, giving us +2 to pottery production. Don't really care about +2 to pottery production. Don't really care about cosmetics or, well, I care a bit about flour, but I don't care about looting it from this large abandoned cache. I might actually use this as a way to get some amber and some Queen's Grace at the same time. Queen's Grace is going to give us another blueprint as well as knock off another one of our impatience. I guess as soon as I have some free workers to do that with. Oh boy. Humans resolve's a wee bit low at the moment. I honestly think I'm going to finish the event fast enough for that not to matter. It'll fix itself. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Fix itself. Told you. Oh, we could get the reinforced needles, though. And we are going to actually be able to make some fabric. I mean, when I say some fabric, we can make a decent amount of fabric. We have a lot of leather and we have a lot of reeds now. How much would I use the fabric after the fact? I mean, we use it at the clothier, certainly. We could have both the humans and the beavers clothed at all times. Ooh, yeah. All of that seems good. I think I don't need the money as much as I need the coats and the reinforced needles right now. So as soon as I have 2 more free targets, I'm going to throw them into this event. How are people doing for food? They're going okay, but it's getting a little bit worse over time. I'm really going to need to find some complex food for them soon. All recipes that use metal or ore will be reduced 33% quicker. I like the idea of that, considering how much copper production I have. But I wonder if it actually does anything at all. I'm gonna reroll. You've managed to enlist excellent hunters. Meat production is increases by 1 for every 25 times it's produced. Absolutely, 100%. Yes, so good. Thank you much, Lee. I need to get more trappers out. More villagers, thank you. And yeah, as many of them as can be need to be lizards for me. Don't need to make more planks now that we have those. We can actually move them out of the facility. Let's start gaining back these ruins. When I say gaining back, I guess I mean building back. Rebuilding, reconstructing, reclaiming. Any or all of the above. Take your pick. And hammer, it'll be helpful too. Okay, the small hearth now has enough people around it. I'm going to use this area to start scaffolding something for it. Let's put a couple night phone there, a couple night phone there, and then maybe a fire shrine there. Welcome to the Resolve. Small hearth. I still can't give people incense at the moment. No one cares about cleanliness out of ours, so no need to make any cosmetics just yet. I mean, I could make biscuits, but nothing I can really do there just yet. This is a very in-case building. This one is actually currently useful. I mean, we can make water skins, which is one way to suddenly start making my pickled goods. Use oil to make the water skins there. Not thrilled about using oil to make it. I'd rather use meat. Okay, this woodcutter's camp. Hang on, we're back in Drizzle. Should I keep expanding right now? Is it expansion time? I feel like maybe it's expansion time. Oh no, wait, I wasn't doing this one, right? I was canceling that one, and then this is the one we actually want to send them to. This one, no. Also, opening glades doesn't increase our... I can't believe I forgot this. Opening glades in this area doesn't increase our hostility, so there's no reason for the non-dangerous glades for me not to just pop them open. Especially because it gives me simple tools to do. That was the whole point of comboing those two. I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm gonna stop apologizing. You're welcome that I actually remembered it eventually. There you go. How about that instead? Keep a positive attitude, buddy. I'm doing grand. This game's fun. Trappers camp with the best trappers in town I know of. Get him? Wait, hang on. That one's a wee bit wonky. Even more meat production down there when I have some more lizards to show. Hey, there we go. Small hearth has triggered. And now we only need... Can't really move the apothecary. Okay, let's get a pipe from here to here, and it can have a couple of valves, one at each end, but pure pipe in between. And then lizards. I could make a bunch more lizards live here, certainly. Now down here... Ugh. Again, I'm mainly struggling with the fact I don't have that many people. I just want some of these to have settlements of people, please. Show me the people. I'm gonna straight up just cut into 2 more immediately, and if those don't work, I'll cut into 1 more. I'm crazy. Don't test me. I'm wild. Beautiful. Now, of course, while all of this is going down, I am getting more simple tools consistently. Up to a total of 15 at the moment. So soon I should probably continue popping open the next cache here. This one is for coal and also fabric. Yeah, there's another way for me to get more fabric if I really needed it. Oops. I mean, I could get purging fire. It's part of the fighting the storm, but I already have like, yeah, we have good wood production. I don't think I need the purging fire right now to just avoid the input of wood I would otherwise have to do. Don't clear that just yet. Focus on breaking into these areas, please. Because otherwise, this is going to be idle for a while. In fact, it is currently idle for longer than I really want it to be. Mistake. So I'm going to send more woodcutters down here to try and work the field faster. Mine has no available ore. This is where the planks come in from beforehand. Also, simple tools can be used in order to get the next level of that afterwards. Okay, what am I overstocked on at the moment? I'm overstocked on leather, I'm overstocked on grain. I can only really use leather to produce fabric at the moment. let's tell you that you can give me up to a total of 15 fabric and I'd be pretty happy about it. So this event is now actually going to be chomped through. Good. And out here, we only need 2 more people to live here, but that's some more brick. We are not making any brick at the moment, I don't believe. What my brick production like? It's just the crude workstation Man, I really need some more blueprints. I think I might even need a second crude workstation right now, which is the worst. It's exactly what you don't want to have to do. Okay. Couple more orders for us. Fulfill clothing 50 times as well as 30 oil. That's not that bad. It gives us... All woodcutters can carry 5 more items. Pretty handy. 20 simple tools is not that difficult for us to give you, but planting crops and harvesting them faster is not that good for us. So I will take the other option. I'm also now going to tell you that you cannot burn any more fuel, any more oil, because if I don't burn any more oil and I just fulfill some clothing needs, then I'm actually going to be kind of comfy here. Make up to a total of 50 coats. Trailblazing! We've also opened 5 glades now, so we get +3 to the global resolve, as well as 15 amber and 30 crystal dew. Smithy, carpenter, smokehouse, and cookhouse. So the smokehouse is jerky production up. Cookhouse is pigment and skewer. Carpenter is simple to... I don't need that. Packs of luxury goods, though. Kind of okay. I'm re-rolling. This is why it's now good that I actually have some amber, so I can re-roll some of these. There we go. Brickyard immediately gives me the ability to actually make bricks at a reasonable rate, as well as crystallized dew. Do I need it? Kinda, yeah, I think so. It'll be fine over there. Okay, there's another simple tools over there, so if I break into another small glade, I may open that up. Please have more people. Any of them. Just any of them need more people. People, please. Please. I beg of thee. I don't need to make any more fabric right now, I don't think. Okay. Improvised tools. Another -5 to our woodcutter's resolve, but we also get another 5 simple tools every time we open a thing. Honestly, I don't think we need that. I think the smuggler's visit, the shady character appears in your settlement, you get 1 blueprint from all unlocked blueprints, is probably the best option for us right now. So that I can try and pick something that actually solves our problems. How about I think about what would solve our problems first? Let's also, wait, so open caches. Workers assigned to glade events carry 5 more items. I also get 4 new villages at this point. Very happy to have each of those. Rainmill, Smithy, Provisioner. So the Provisioner is the ability to make packs of provisions at a reasonable level, as well as flour and barrels at a reasonable level. Barrels require, yeah, crystallized dew or copper bars. So that's not bad. I'm going to take the Provisioner. And then I'm going to place the Provisioner right about there. already have the bakery, though. Maybe I don't need the random one. When I say random, I mean the specific one, the exact opposite. Maybe I don't need that. Because I'm making the beavers really happy right now with a lot of the things that I'm currently doing and about to do. I think I might actually take the improvised tools here. Then, yeah, again, additional lizards, please. Especially because I have some trappers camps that are currently empty. This brickyard. Definitely want to toss a couple folks in there, start working that out. Oh, nice. We actually got 10 simple tools for opening this area, and we use 8 of them in order to get back. Villagers move 10% faster on roads. I actually really do like. Max of 30 roots. That's fine. But I guess we also do need a little bit of bump of food at the moment. Sure, no problem here. No problem with it. Temple, Clan Lodge, Explorers Lodge, and Artisan. Thankfully, I finally have some services here. So I've got a market already. I'm looking for a second. So this would be religion for 2 of you and education for just the beavers. Did I take an education focus early on, though? Because I could have seen myself doing that. No. Okay, we don't have any benefit for education specifically in this area. So brawling and education only affects 2 people. Clan Hall, brawling and religion affects the lizards twice and the humans once. Yeah, temple is the only thing that really spreads its effect. And I can also make incense pretty much already, I believe. Okay, temple. That there, thank you. This provisioner, let's sell you. I mean, I have so much grain at this point that really the limitation here is just whenever I want you to stop being as efficient. So stop making the... I don't need barrels right now, do I? Is there anywhere else I can take humans out of at the moment? No. I need more humans as well. I need so much more. Let's get 2 you work in the cellar. Where are all my mushrooms gone? Consumption control. Don't eat those. We get them from cutting down the trees. I was going to use them to make the thing. How many? We only have 2 mushrooms left. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make any pickled goods with that. You know what? You're also not allowed to eat vegetables. You're all strictly carnivores right now. Make wine until you have an excess of 25, and then make pickled goods until you have an excess of 50, because I don't think you will ever actually reach an excess of 50 though. And yeah, we're always using the pottery here because we have so much pottery, so there's no reason to actually try and figure out whether or not I care about making pottery in every other area, or any other area as the case may be. And I also now care about incense production. 15 wood for us currently makes... Oh no, but I also get coal from the environment, so never mind, I'll actually use the coal here. That's cool. Also, I'm going to tell the hearth that it can burn only coal at the moment, because I have such an excess of it. Yeah, use the coal and the herbs in order to make up to an excess of 50 in incense. We have 1 hub. This one down here, kind of languishing. I'm just going to give you a garden and a park to make that very easy. And then... gonna have to get a beaver in the lumber mill to actually start working there. Oof. Where do I have extra folk at the moment? Nowhere? I'm gonna take one of you out of the mine to work the lumber mill then. Alright. This cleaning down in this area seems ill-advised. Let's just move you up here to help out. Okay, I'm no longer making any coats in the entire environment, unfortunately. My fabric production's really good. But apparently I have 15 of it at the moment. Oh, bricks. Bricks we're still attempting to make in that location. That's really rough. Well, hopefully I don't need too many of them. Let's get some of you making some coats for us. Don't care about the water skins whatsoever. Just coats, thank you. We've got a huge amount of copper ore as well. I would love to be able to use that for something. One of these days. Oh, temple's coming up. Sacrament of the Flame in the temple for good sacrifice will burn for 25% longer. Same building effects do not stack. But I could get them to burn longer if I also substituted a beaver back into the hearth. Aid for the Lizard Clan. We finally have the ability to get 3 new lizards, as well as +3 to their resolve globally. I'm gonna throw them into the temple instantly so that I can actually get the Sacrament of the Flame active. I honestly probably don't need the Sacrament of the Flame at the moment, but this will give me the ability to cart the scrolls over so I can start educating the beavers, which is gonna make them a lot happier. The beavers are also now experiencing luxury. They're experiencing pickled goods. The lizards are experiencing pickled goods. Pretty much everyone has housing. Most of it is housing that they like specifically. Okay, beavers. 1, 2, and 3, and fail. You know what? I don't need that 4th one just yet. Although I will need another building in the area, so lizard house, lizard house. My need for clothing fulfilled is going up at this point as well, so we're about to complete that quest and the advanced district, one after one another. Smelter! I mean, it does feel bad to look at the brick oven and probably turn it down at this point, but I do have 1-star pie production already online myself. Yeah, I'm taking the smelter so that I can just make a ridiculous amount of copper bars if I... do I even want to make the ridiculous amount? No, I'm gonna reinforce my roads. I can't believe I forgot that this was my plan, but... bully for remembering at least. Where the streets are laid with electricity. Excellent. Straps Camp has more than enough locations to move to if it wants to get its groove on. Woodcutter's Camp does not really have that much to take down though. I do just want to break into new areas again. I'll have the ability to work the events in them. I'm just, I guess, gonna take my woodcutters off the task. Wait, what are you doing making dirt paths down there, eh? Rainproof coats have come up. We get 5 new villagers, thank you. 40 fabric, as well as any woodcutter can carry 5 more items. Open vault. Workers assigned to blade events carry 5 more items. I mean, this will lower a bunch of people's resolve at the moment, but everyone's kind of ecstatic. I don't think you can really rain on their parades. I'm also going to open the medium abandoned cache immediately. Also finish the advanced hub. That gives me more simple tools, so I'm going to use those to open the other medium abandoned cache here. Actually, I'm going to open this one for keeping the goods because it has some food stockpiles in. Whereas this one does not. Yeah, we're just gonna be running our way straight to the end of the mission, I believe, at this point. In fact, if I gave +5 to the lizards, I can get the beavers and the lizards both happy here. Fuming machinery, I can solve that with, honestly, any of the tools you kind of require for it at the moment if you'd like them. Let's solve it with bricks. I could get 10 pack of building materials there, but I don't really need it. I can also attempt to invite some new people into the area via the encampment. I'm gonna do that first. Let's get even more meat. How goes our meat production at this point as well? So, yeah, we're about to gain our 4th charge of it. Neat. Burning cysts takes longer. The rain is causing the trees to rot and fall apart, right? I'm going to start sacrificing some coal in order to lower the hostility of the environment down to level 1. This is one of the reasons it's really good to have a huge excess of coal right there. And I do have some oil, so that's global production speed. That's not event work speed, unfortunately. I really wish it was global production speed. Take the food stockpiles back home before we don't have time to take them back home before the end of the game. The end of the game approaches. Ranch, Weaver, I mean, look, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is not gonna reckon into the way that we actually resolve the end. Let's stop burning all of our coal. Hey, there we go. Firekeeper's armor, every burned assist, no. Villagers with leisure fulfilled get double the amount. We haven't actually fulfilled anyone's leisure. Newcomers bring 40% more goods for every gained hub level. Well, I've got some gained hub levels, so sure. Let's take that. Okay, I can also open this for even more Queen's Resolve. I cannot believe how powerful the combination of, you know, being able to cut down wood faster. -5 to the woodcutter's resolve, but we already have the ability with the early sawmill to kind of meter that out via just having beavers be our woodcutters and having them specifically housed. And the general modifier we have here as well from Watchtower, the Discovering Glades does not increase hostility. All of those merged together basically gave us the economy to just do whatever we wanted with all of our simple tools, and I think it was hilariously fun. Big shout out to the Ancient Proto Wheat, which really held up. Honestly, it's probably responsible for all of my oil, all of my herbs, all of my reed, all of my grain as well. Things that did end up getting integrated back into the economy. The grain was less integrated than I would have liked. Leather, I also have a lot more than I would have necessarily liked. Eventually I will know how to use the excess of those much more efficiently. But for the moment, I do get 89 food stockpile. I get 5 artifacts. I also get the Watchtower modifier. Win a game near a Watchtower. Let's go and complete that deed. Smoldering City. That deed has just gave us 50 experience points. Unfortunate, but we do have some upgrades we can buy here. I could get the permanent 10% to discount for the perks and blueprints sold by the traders, as well as permanent +1 to amount of trade routes you can have active at once. I just had a run that had no trading whatsoever. I could totally see my next run being all trading. Permanent +10% to construction speed is not anything to turn your nose up at, though. Extra rerolls. We can start with oil. See more of the world map, more embarkation. Yeah, I'm gonna take the special prices and then the more trade routes. This even leaves me with 12 artifacts, so I still have the ability to get one of these next levels here, like 12 artifacts, although not the food stockpile for it at the moment, unfortunately. You know, this sets us up perfectly for, oh my god, treasure chest. What are you? Treasure chest. Ancient valuables or resources lost by another viceroy. Select the chest to collect its contents. It must be within your embarkation range. I just get it instantly! 10 machinery. Thank you. I thought I was gonna have to plot myself down next to it, and I was already starting to kind of craft in my mind the run that we were possibly gonna have if we had to sit there, but we do not. So we have a lot more options for what we're gonna do, possibly adjacent to Willowshire, maybe building out in this different direction in the next episode, but until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Against the Storm. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the top left, YouTube recommendation down below. And then stream past other names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at or above the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Willow. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.